Seminoles of the past and present came together to welcome 8 new members into Florida State's Hall of Fame. The group consisted of former standout athletes and veteran volunteers who together have helped build one of the most respected athletic programs in the country. Clifton Abraham had Nole fans on their feet in the fall of 1993 when he and the rest of the FSU football team brought home their first national championship.
Oh man, it was exhilarating because all the other teams before us, it was always one step behind.
Abraham wasn't the only one putting his best foot forward. Basketball player Doug Edwards dominated the Seminole court in the early 90s.
It was just a lot of hard work, a lot of perseverance.
Edwards was the first athlete in FSU history to ever score 500 points in 3 consecutive seasons, but he credits his team for the success.
I'm the 4th one from my team that's finally in the Hall, so we had a pretty good team, and we just got better, and we worked together real well.
While Edwards was a #1 high school recruit, Seminole track star John Poston arrived at FSU without ever having lettered in a varsity sport.
When you weigh 115 pounds and you're only 5 feet 7 inches tall, it's a little hard to make the varsity.
Poston set records in the 100 and 220-yard races at FSU in just his first year. However, he didn't find track to be his greatest challenge at school.
The enrollment was about 5,000, and 4,000 were girls and 1,000 were guys, and it was very difficult to decide who you were going to date.
While Poston led the track in the early 50s, Bud Teagle shined on the diamond for the Seminoles in the early 60s. Teagle's strong arm helped send his team to Omaha for 2 unforgettable World Series.
The first time we ever traveled that far to Omaha, it was a long way off, never been there before. I think it was the second time I'd ever flown in an airplane out there.
Teagle still remembers the emotions that accompany back-to-back tournament appearances.
I had a chance to go back last year, and it's still the exciting place that it was when I first was there, so great fond memories.
Another Seminole with plenty of playoff experience is softball star Jan Sykes. It's been over 20 years since her team clinched 2 national championships, but Sykes is still confident in her game.
I think that if need be, I could get out there on the field again today.
For Sykes, a place in the Hall of Fame is an overwhelming honor she is grateful to accept.
I am so blessed, and I thank all of you, the committees and the inductees and everyone in this room. I am a blessed woman.
FSU received a blessing of their own when golfer Nadia St. Marie transferred in her junior year. The All-American has been dubbed the most successful women's golfer in Seminole history.
I guess this is where I kind of emerged into a better golfer than I had been before.
For St. Marie, the trip back to Tallahassee to enter into the Hall came as an exciting surprise.
I've read the letter several times and I keep going, wow. So it's been very surreal.
Florida State's Athletic Hall of Fame is not only a place for sports heroes of the past, it honors Seminoles who have put their efforts and hearts into the school's program.
When I came here, there was only 5,000 students, and I've seen it grow to 40,000 students. I've seen the stadium increase from 15,000 to 83,000.
FSU would not be the same without Claude Thigpen, who's worked tirelessly behind the scenes since 1955. With half a century of memories, he can still pick out some favorites.
All the successful seasons we've had, and the bowl games, and the national championships, those would be the highlights.
Joining Thigpen is FSU alumni Andy Haggard. The Miami native came to FSU as an undergrad in 1960 and has made Tallahassee his second home ever since.
People ask me, why do you work so hard for Florida State? And my answer is, it's not work.
Haggard played an important role in maintaining the Seminole name at FSU, a symbol which he believes holds greater meaning than just any collegiate mascot.
People can be called Bulldogs or Gators or whatever you might want to say. But the Seminole Indian tribe is just a fantastic family.
These proud Seminoles received a warm welcome as the newest faces to Florida State's Athletic Hall of Fame. I'm Caroline Connolly for Seminole Sports Magazine.